Hello everyone, Ashlyn Giza YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about comics, comic books, and where they started and where they came from and stuff like that. And I'm going to show you guys my awesome comic book collection, me and my husband's comic book collection, I should say. So, okay, first I'm going to read stuff, of course, that I got from the web. And then after that, I'm going to show you guys my comic book collection. Okay, stuff from the web. Here we go. Let's see. Okay, so the first modern comic book, Famous Funnies, was released in the US in 1933 and was released of earlier newspaper humor comic strips, which had established many of the storytelling devices used in comics. Okay, as I scroll down, when was the first comic book? Published in 1897. The Yellow Kid and McFadden's Flat is considered to be the first comic book. That it was a Bore the Phase comic book on its back cover. Far from full color, glossy comics of today, this book featured black and white reprints of popular newspaper comic strips. Okay. When did the history of comics begin? The history of American comics began in the 19th century in mass print media. In the era of sensationalist journalism, where newspaper comics served as further entertainment for mass readership. Okay, who was the first comic book superhero? So I'm so stupid. When I asked this question, I thought it was Captain America. Burr, burr, burr. Nope. Superman was the first comic book superhero. At least that's what it said on the web when I looked it up. DC Comics introduced the first costume superhero, Superman, in Action Comics #1, June 1938. Superman's creators were Jerry Siegel and artist Joe Shuster had unsuccessfully tried to sell the series to newspaper as a daily strip. So again, I might have butchered their names, but so that's what it says on the web for that. And um, looking back at the publication release dates of both DC and Marvel and comics, DC came out first. Um, it was first known as Detective Comics Inc., which was later changed to National Publications. Publicans. Sorry, I gotta scroll down. I lost my place. Okay, so which is older, DC or Marvel? DC Comics was first released in 1934, making it 5 years older than Marvel. It was first published under the National Allied Publications, then changed to National Comics Publications in 1946. And that was just updated on the web September 30th, 2021. So that's a little bit information from the web on comic books. And I like, if I don't know, if I had to choose between DC or Marvel, like if I had to pick, I'd definitely pick DC. And I'm a Batman fan, that's why. And also, like, I like how DC's darker, honestly. Um a lot of people go for Marvel, and don't get me wrong, I love Marvel too, but like, I don't know. I think I like the DC characters better. Okay, so let me get to my box here. So this is my box, my Harley Quinn box. And, okay, that's backwards, you guys. So, there we go. Harley Quinn. And it actually has Harley Quinn on it. And, so you can open it up. It's a box to, like, keep your comics in. So, I have the Aquaman Others. I have Young Blood Strike File. I have Blood Drive, Blood Brothers Part 4. I have Earth 2, The News 52. Avatar's Attacks. The Punisher. The Blades of Blue Max. I have The Amazing Superman, because this is a Marvel comic. The Ghost Rider. Sorry, I forgot to read that part. And I have like an old school like invite to QuadCon. It's not old school. This is newer, but it just looks old school like. Has Ninja Turtles, as you can see, and Pac-Man and all that. One moment. Sorry, my kids interrupted. I have a Stranger Things comic book, which is super awesome. I looked everywhere for that. This is what Democracy looks like. Comic book. Ooh. Spotlight Marvels. And there's the Goblin. Another Stranger Things comic book, which is awesome because me and my husband were one day like just talking to each other about comics, and then are like, oh, I wonder if they have a Stranger Things comic book, because they have like comic book everything nowadays. Well, they usually do. And so we went looking at a store called Alter Ego here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, which is a really awesome comic book store. I'd recommend going there if you guys go here to visit in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. The store isn't in Cedar Rapids though. It's in Marion, Iowa, which is only like 15 minutes from Cedar Rapids, depending on where you're at in Cedar Rapids. Another Stranger Things comic book. So I think that's the third one. Let me see. Yeah, that was the third one. This was like a free one that I picked up. It's really cool though. Now, Batman and Spider-Man. So we're getting into all the really good ones. Not that those ones weren't, but here's an Avengers one. And a Ninja Turtle one, which who isn't a fan of Ninja Turtles? This I think was a free one. Year of the Villain. Bloodshot. This was free comic book day. It says it up there. So maybe those ones weren't free since they didn't say it. I'm not sure, but this one was a free one because it says it up top. But still cool. I love comics of any kind. Okay. Batman, a Halloween one. This was a thicker comic. We haven't really got to look at this one yet. It came with this in the back. Really cool though. And Wolverine. Legion. of superheroes. Okay. Another Batman one. Nightcrawler. Predator. Firestar. Mutant X. Flash. Who doesn't love Flash? Secrets of the Youngbloods high-tech arsenal revealed. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I lied. We have 4 Stranger Things comic books. This one was really cool. I had fun reading that one. Oh, 5. Our 5th Stranger Things comic book. You can see your Dusty Buns right there. Love that kid. The Walking Dead. Love The Walking Dead. More Walking Dead. Which, this is really funny. Me and my ex, like, we collected comic books a lot, and we, like, when the show came out, we knew that there was comic books of The Walking Dead, like, before the show even came out. And it's just funny because people who weren't really into comics a whole lot or any of that, like, they had no clue that that was a comic. But here's another free one. Superhero Girls, Wonder Woman, which I love Wonder Woman. Huge fan. Huge fan of the original Wonder Woman too. Friday the 13th. Check that out. Friday the 13th. Look at Jason versus Jason X. You guys have to try to find this one. This is an awesome comic book. I've had it for 12 plus years. Yeah, over 12 years, because before my 12-year-old daughter was born. So awesome. Wolverine. Who doesn't love Wolverine? Replicant. The power of the entire Rogues Gallery makes him the ultimate rogue. Okay, still digging. Ninja Turtles, more of them. Adventures. The Punisher, which this is so my husband. He loves The Punisher. I love The Punisher too, but it's not my favorite. It's my husband's favorite. Okay, you guys can guess whose comic book this is. Mine. Harley Quinn. Like, I love her. Double-sided hair. Who had double-sided hair? Well, in the older version, who had a double-sided costume head thing. Her. Okay. More Ninja Turtles. More Ninja Turtles. The new Teen Titans. Okay. Ultimate favorite comic. Jesus Christ. A lot of people are probably going to laugh. I don't care. I love Jesus Christ. The Punisher. Another Harley Quinn. There's the double-sided hair, half and half hair. Harley Quinn. Love her. I'm nutty like her. Ask my husband. Monsters Unleashed. Boom. Oh, I accidentally picked up 2. Secrets of the Youngblood high-tech arsenal revealed. Metropole. Oh, this got caught. One moment. More Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Hold on a second. Let me show you guys the different ones. Oh, so there's a couple in here. There's Transformers. Hold on one second, guys. More Wolverine. Oh, another free comic book day, because me and my husband try not to miss these. The Amazing Spider-Man. Another free comic book day at my favorite store, Ultra Evo. And DC Nation. As I said, I'm a huge DC fan. One moment so I can put this away. Because it was in like a little, one moment. I'm going to pause this. Okay, here we go. Okay, guys, get ready. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. A Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy Krueger, you guys. Look at this. And his claws are all shiny. Like, this is my favorite comic book, too. I've read that one a couple times. Boom. Freddy Krueger again. Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. Evil Dead. Who doesn't know that movie Evil Dead? If you don't know that movie Evil Dead and you like horror movies like I do, watch Evil Dead. There's a 1970s version and there's a 2000 something version of it. And I definitely like the old ones better. Maybe that's because I'm older, but boom, boom, boom. Another Friday the 13th. Hello. Which I know who played the first Jason, and like I know of him, not know him, but I know of him, and I keep trying to send him a friend request, but he doesn't accept it, and I understand why. He doesn't know who the heck I am, but I wish he would. So Friday the 13th. Get ready. Halloween. Come on, you guys. Halloween. So, yeah. Halloween's like my favorite. So, we got some horror movie comics. We got Wolverine. Look at that. Look at that card in there. So, you move it and it's 3D. How cool is that? And those are all our comic books, except I think I have a couple more in that box up there. I'm going to have to pause the video to show you guys. Let me pause this really quick to put these back and grab the other box. One moment. Okay, so I don't know if I have any comics in this one, but my husband got me this for Christmas one year. They sell them at the mall. Look at this box. Look at how cool that is. So this box is filled with comic book type stuff. And I remember it came with the Captain America hat, but that got left behind in our old home. Not because I wanted it to, but because it got ruined in the derecho that we had here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, which I talked about that in one of my videos. So let me open this box and show you guys the stuff that came in it. So we have a Star Wars little lunchbox. This isn't comic, but it came with this comic. We have it in this comic book box. And we have an X-Men lunchbox. And yes, do you hear that? It's 10. It's like the old school lunchboxes. How cool is that? Like, literally, if I got a job outside of my house, I would definitely carry that. Boom. Little sticker. This came with like a lot of comic book stuff in it, but as you can see, I think I took all the comic book stuff up and like hung it up and stuff like that. So, but here's one of my comic book pop, and as you can see, who is it? Harley Quinn. Yeah, Harley Quinn. So, and I have another Marvel character up here. Hold on one moment. Spider-Gwen. Marvel. So those are some of my Marvel and DC comics and things, and but those are my comics that I wanted to share with you guys. We haven't went comic book shopping in a very long time, and we're going to. We're definitely going to because we need to. Because going through that was weak compared to probably a lot of other people. But we need to go. So look at this. The Joker poster I have up. One moment. Oh, not to mention our Marvel Pop playing cards that have never been opened, and we're not going to because I just know one day maybe there might be some money, I don't know. There's our other poster. And Harley Quinn. And